Good day, everyone. This is actually Dreamland. Welcome to Extreme Zero. Last part, we had to say goodbye to the Toyota Celica GT4, and we had to swap in for a new A class, a Honda S2000 to be precise. Yeah, I know it's not a lot of power inside of this car, but it is the only car that but it is the best I can pretty much put in. And yes, it is actually maxed out to how much I put in this car. So, to make it a little bit more different, I want to make this car, a little bit less sleeper. I mean, this is stocked rims, and I don't like it. So let's just kind of change this. Oh yes, and this is part 6, I believe, because we have defeated Hard Weapon with the Toyota Celica GT4. Yup, crazy. Anyway, to just go there, you just need to go to this place. Different rims in this case are like different, weird. Like, what is this? This is like the shape of a soccer ball or honeycomb. Interesting. Hmm. Now, it just adds more weight if I put more money into it. So I'm just gonna, stick with white, I guess. Yeah, it's not worth it buying the freaking thing exactly. That's a little bit too much money. Alright. There we go. Now the car's not stock. Doesn't look like a sleeper car this time. With just rims. At least it's good. Anyway. So we're going to be moving on to our first few races with this Honda S2000. I also have done the I try to get the Toyota MRS, try to get the mileage done, so that was what I did off screen. Other than that, I haven't touched this Honda S2000 for one bit because we have to defeat a wanderer, a very specific wanderer that we have to take down, and he goes by the name Dark Desperado. It seems to be more of a dangerous driver if we ever see one. And it seems that this guy appears to be going at this direction, but I'm gonna challenge him on the long gun because he won't be brave enough or stupid. You know what? I'm just gonna challenge him here because it makes it much easier, much challenging. So I'd be right if I'm saying this. Also, what's the day of this right now? 16. Shoot. I missed the day yesterday. Like the game in-game yesterday. Actually, if I didn't take on the Celica GT4 with the Through Racers, I could have also taken out a Wanderer that will only show up every 5 days. But we'll get to that when we get to 20 probably. It's not such a big deal. But what is a big deal is taking him on. So anyway, we should be able to get him out right now. So this should be enough. because he wants me to drive a new car, a car that I haven't driven before, and it has to be low mileage, about 31 miles in the odometer in this car. This car is rocketing faster than anything. Oof. Really powerful car. Well, let's see if that's him. Yes, yes, that is him, I believe. No, that's diamond dust from Windstars. Interesting. I guess I didn't challenge you guys yet, like completely. I thought you were done with, but I don't think so. Well, it's time we can just do this. I think you might be my first test subject to try out my new car. A little bit likely, nothing more than that. Even though it may not be fast on the straightaway, but it is quick. At least it's better than the Celica GT4 that had performed worse than not going at about 154 miles per hour. I mean, it's likely crazy, but the first time. Why you slow down, man? Oh man, now you're starting to be real annoying. Oh man. I just drove into that wall. Oh yeah, the one thing I also learned as well is that in the trip meter, basically every 30 miles, or like I guess in my opinion 30 meters that we've driven, basically tells us that it's pretty much equivalent to a mile, sort of. And I lost. I'm gonna retire this one because that was a pretty bad run. I have no idea what happened, but I shouldn't be able to lose that quite hard. I mean, it's quite difficult, but it shouldn't be this difficult. And this car was supposed to take out Dark Desperado, but I haven't even tuned the car yet. Should I go from the garage and start over from the very beginning, or should I actually just, you know, at least defeat this guy and then defeat Dark Desperado? I shouldn't go anywhere above 31 miles per hour. Damn it. This guy did that on purpose. I swear that's not even something I would you know what? I'm just gonna quit this thing and just gonna start making restart this video. Because I don't know what happened right there. It just stops. Actually, an interesting thing is I chose this car because there's also another boss I'll be racing in Stage 3 that actually has the same car, but a custom. But it's probably because his car is my favorite in the game. By cosmetic-like cars, I guess. Oh god. Are you serious? Don't tell me we just ran into this guy's car like it was nothing. Oh boy. And at least the better part of this car is that it accelerates a lot more than 134 miles per hour. So like, it kind of can get up to speed. I think it also turns a lot better too. So Ow. I need to adjust the settings for this car. It looks terrible. Like, how sluggish this car can be. Then again, although it may be due to the lag I might have right now. See, I don't know, it's weird. You know what, I'm gonna go back. It's so strange. And I quit a day, but it didn't really matter. For this one, I don't know why. But it's just the first time we just get to this car. Let's get about 12 of this, and, well, I don't mean to do that. And, let's see, steering response. I put 4, and braking response is gonna be up 3, because I know, like, braking for me is gonna slide into a wall, and, you know. Okay, no turbo boost, so that means that this car is a natural aspired car. Okay then. Alright then, well let's try this again. So I kind of readjusted this car just to make it a little bit more an acceleration junkie. Although you don't see me becoming an acceleration junkie. It's pretty much more for trademark for speed, but anyway. Oh, there he is, Dark Desperado. Well, we were looking for you. Turns out he wasn't there in the first place. That way we can get rid of this guy, because he's one of those, what do you call them? Low mileage wanderers that will race you only with the low mileage. Like, for example, 31 miles on your odometer. So I technically want him out and out of here, so that this way it doesn't become a problem later on. In the case that he drives an Altezza, which is equivalent to a Lexus IS300, I'm pretty sure I'm going to doubt that he's going to do any well. Yeah, he's really out of my view right now. Oh my god, look at our car go. It's like 164 miles per hour. Dude, 173 miles per hour is our max speed so far. That's crazy. Not even a Honda Civic can keep up with this car. Holy cow. Of course, I need to make sure the brake balance does not cause this car to drift, because like when you make this car drifting, it really is, you know, locking the brakes and it just starts sliding. So I want to make sure it starts to slide a lot less than you would do more, because as you see now, like these rivals are not giving me more time to accelerate, and they're just like literally just catching up in no time. Alright, here's the guy I was going to talk about, probably last part if I remember correctly, that I thought mistaken to Blue Star, a member of the Windstar, but this guy, Mad Train, or also known by his name, Reckless Train. Basically, this guy is driving in his older brother's car. Prior to this game, or should I say prior to, was it the first game, his brother died in an accident when street racing. Right now, after repairing this car, the guy whose younger brother starts driving his dead brother's car. And he feels like he is possessed. Interesting. Oh, sweet. I could have just blocked him, but okie dokie. Oh god, he was there? Holy cow. Good thing he just got crashed into that truck. I'm kind of slowing off the line a little bit just so that my car stays, you know, balanced and not drifting a little bit, because in the case that it starts to slide a little bit more. Okay, good. Got rid of this guy, so I think I've only taken out 2 speed Windstars before I took down the other 2, Diamond Dust and Mad Train. So that kind of means that this is the last one before I take on the leader. Yeah, Moody Queen. Alright then. There's actually another rival in front of me. That's weird. I thought this was the last one, to be honest. Or thinking which rival am I thinking that might be appearing there? There isn't even anyone I'm thinking about anyway, so maybe we'll just have to see who it is when you get close enough. Oh shoot. She's really moody. Kind of reminds me of my girl. I have a feeling she's going to be ramming my ass a little bit. Even her Nissan 180SX is still fast. I'm just kind of worried that my lightweight car could still get pushed over. Oh, there's more rivals. Oh, I thought this was the last one, but it turns out there's more. kind of swerve that out of the way first of all, so. Oh yes, I want to show you this trick before I kind of continue. Not a lot of people would know this, but if you're done the battle, upon defeating it, if you want to, like, there are some interesting parts that you want to get. These parts are known as mileage parts, which I explained saying that there are secret parts. You have to reach about 1,860 miles in your car, in your odometer, so that this car can get a little bit much, you know, faster, and you pretty much can beat some high, like pretty much like they're the best type of parts in the game that you want to get. And if you want them, those parts, you can do the mileage trick, which all you have to do is, like, when you get to the race results of any race, do not do anything and let it do its run about 70 miles per hour, and it can actually just do the mileage trick for you. Basically, you're not supposed to touch anything in your controller. Just let it run for, like, probably, like, here's the thing, if you start from 0 miles, well, without any odometer in the car, it probably would take you about roughly a day and 2 hours. So basically, if I'm saying this, about 26.5 hours to get all that mileage done. So, is it worth it? Yes, it is, but at the same time, it might take a while. That's why I might be driving this car to this point. And this is also another reason why I'm doing the mileage trick with the MRS. So I don't have to do this every time, but there's a better way to doing this. You can also do this in quick race, which also adds the mileage to your car as well. But you won't earn any money in races there. So that's just the one thing you can do, and it's also the best way to get the mileage, rather than wasting a day and trying to do this on a pilot trick every single time in the quest race. So it's just, you know, a little bit of a trick that we can get out of the way, so that's how I usually do for the mileage trick, so that if I really want to do something effortless, just doing this. Because, like, here's the thing, driving a lot seems a little bit difficult because it might take a pretty much a long time ago. I don't know, probably 2 hours. Are you Mosquito Lemon? I'm not gonna race you. I know if you're Mosquito Lemon, that's not going to happen. Because if that was Mosquito Lemon, I'm afraid we're going to have to wait. From what I've been told or heard about, this guy's car is actually 530 horsepower. And that's not enough for me to beat him. I probably have to wait until maybe stage 3 or 4. Maybe I might get to challenge him. Once my car is about 500 horsepower as well, to make it even, then I might easily beat him. But at this point on in this game, with only 360 horsepower, I do not have a chance to beat him. It's at least we save it for later. And we don't have to waste the race for the money that he actually would give out. Anyway, we got our magic from Windstars. Our magic, you don't look like you're driving our GTR. Interesting enough, this is the one interesting weird rival, but it's pretty, it's quite the story. Basically, he likes his car, and interesting, he treats it like a girlfriend. Yeah, I know, he's that type of car guy that treats his car. But yeah, he technically doesn't have a girlfriend, so he treats his car to be as a girlfriend. The only weird part is that, how are you supposed to take it to dinner? He's just gonna take this car to dinner somehow. It doesn't eat. Maybe it is alive somehow. But freeze. Alright, I'm gonna have to really beat this quite quickly. Oh man, he's pulling away. Actually, what is he doing anyway? Oh man. Alright, let's take that lead. I don't know with drifting at this point, but I guess it helped a little bit. But my acceleration is still low. Oh, you cut me off, piece of shit. You know what? Screw you. We're going to the C1. Alright. Oh no, please don't. No, 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 no. I feel like I'm gonna get past. Oh, just barely could have won it. I think we got it. Okay, so you probably be wondering why did I drag him into the C1? Well, maybe I could wait a little bit and then I'll tell you why. Because, like, honestly, this guy literally is very fast at the same time. To me, it's I think it's more of a Honda CRX if you look at it. But, there is well, we've beaten every team leader, every team member, so that means we're going to be facing the team leader. And I decided to challenge him in this area because, well, he's got my favorite car in the game, possibly. One of the two favorite cars in the game that he wants to beat me so badly on the Shinkanjou. But at the same time, I'm not taking him on the long gun because I know his car can absolutely blast past me like a rocket. So I take him on the C1 inner so that this way it would make it a little bit more fair for me to catch up. So, who is he? Say hello to? Nobody. Unfortunately, I couldn't. He won't be showing up now because I think I have to defeat one more member. That's unfortunate. I actually just clicked you bait. I kind of sort of like clickbait you, just thinking you may be ready for the leader, but it's not. Because technically this guy is actually the second best driver on the team, and I thought it was already the last one. Unfortunately, it wasn't. Oh my lord, that's gonna be annoying. I'm gonna do a little bit of more upgrades with this. I'm gonna just see what this is. Okay. So I need to adjust this car's So no, that's about right. There we go. And let's just make this a little bit more acceleration because I know this car should be accelerating a lot better than it, but oh, slow. It is off the line. Alright, so at this point, I guess I am still defeating the Wind Stars, but I want to see if there's any wander that we need to face. There isn't anyone we can face at this point until maybe when we get at least 100 wins, as an example. Then yes, we would. At this point, let me just see what we got. We have 77 wins. That's close enough, but we're going to need a little bit more wins than we could. And yeah. The total mileage is 399 miles, which is in total of every car. So, we've got this car a little bit locked in, so let's see. Alright, so we're gonna just take him on right now because, well, sorry, these cars were like a little bit, you know. Alright, who are you? You must be a Windstar member. I can't get to you. Come here. You listen to me. Yellow flare from Windstars. And please do not start me behind a truck. That would be upsetting. So I think this is the last member right now. That's good. Kind of reduced a little bit more miles per hour so I can kind of like make this car accelerate more. I think it does better performance of the acceleration this time. I actually feel like it's a little bit more better. I think, in my opinion. Alright, time to drag out the leader. It is Wolf's Requiem. This guy thinks he's in an accident that to blame himself, but yeah. Although his name is Requiem, it's actually Wolf Requiem, as in full name. Just had to tap that brake a little bit. I'm gonna go this way because I mean, I always like this car because it's actually a lot cute in the case it's more of a chibi car. Oh boy, he's catching up. Well, like I said about Rocket Car now. And thanks for bumping me, so you lost a lot of SP after that. Oh man, look at that $4,000. That was just enough to get more cash. No new car because, well, technically he didn't have a new car. So we are done with this side of the counterclockwise. For CCW, that's what it stands for. We won't get into these wanders yet for a while, probably in the next 3 days in game. Then the next 2 days in game, so that until day 21, there's going to be a wander we have to defeat. But we won't get to that, and also we won't get to another wanderer who won't show up until we get 100 wins. So that's going to be another thing coming right now. But in the next day, in day 20, I am going to go up against the next wander that I missed back in C1. You know what? Maybe I could just race him, but let me see what my miles is. Okay, well, shoot. There's also another wander with a low mileage. We're going to be another one. But we might as well get into the action right now because I don't know. Alright. Boy. Alright, so we got Raindrop from Rolling Gangs. These guys are Now, the thing is that these guys are exactly like the Rolling Guys, except that they don't like being compared to the Rolling Guys being so weak on the C1. So they take on the Shinkanjou, and they're a gang. Interesting, rolling with the gangs. Except it was not with the Rolling Guys and the Little Gang. Alright, kind of going into a good start. Already outrunning him. Now, I hope we could get to that Wanderer, but I don't know, because it's another low mileage Wanderer. I'm not surprised, because it wants me to go up, at least it's a little bit more forgiving than Dark Desperado, because he wants me to at least go at 124 miles in my odometer, less than that. Oh, there he is! Just as I said that! Just as I said that, oh, what? Wait, what? Wait. I should be able to remember this guy being the same one. Oh, you bastard. God damn it, I hate you. So, he has two requirements. Basically, he would show up at exactly the same time, the same thing, except that I need to put a normal exhaust. God damn you, I hate you so bad. I have to put a normal exhaust in order to challenge you. Well, that's going to be another time for another Wanderer. Guess we're going to have to skip him for now. Kind of sucks. Maybe I could, but oh no. Actually, let me just check. What's he? How much horsepower does he have? 400. Hold on, was that 412? It's a Toyota Soarer. 400 horsepower. Yeah, I'm not gonna challenge him with a normal car that has about 361 horsepower. I'd still lose, so let's about skip him until I get a different car, another A-class car, but or when I get my car upgraded about maybe tuned about 600 horsepower, we'll get to that. Anyway, we get to our next rival. And you are from Rolling Gangs. You are Wind Impella. Alright. See what you got. Another Hachi Roku. I think it's 11, yeah, that's 11. So usually also the one thing that most people get confused is that the 8611 is so much similar to an 85, and that's true, it does. But the interesting part is that you must know is that the 8.5 is not turbocharged, meaning it's an NA car different from the 11, the 8611. So yeah. Wow, over already? Was expecting a good fight, but nothing. Alright. I guess we're still going through the C1. I mean, I'm trotting around C1 like it's my business. Alright, who are you? You're another rolling guys. You are Professor Speedy. Okay, that was a weird start. Apparently we ended up going sideways from autopilot. It starts to slow us down off the line, but we still managed to catch up. I mean, he did go a little slow from traffic. Now that slow start for him as well made him cost the race, I believe, because he won't be able to catch me right now. I hit that side every single time because I need to kind of keep up speed. I actually don't like to, like, okay, well, at least like when my acceleration is good. For what I do, I don't like to keep the acceleration or the gear ratio stock, because that's the same thing where it limits your car. And like, I don't like this idea when you're starting to like go about 200 and like it's like 124 miles per hour, like with the GT4 as well. I don't like that idea, and at least it's good that I modified this by just setting up the car, at least tuning up the acceleration for it. Even though this car would be more top speed machine for later on, but you know, until we get the good parts and also the mileage parts. Alright, we got a new team here, and I can tell this is not a rolling gang. This is Cowboy Girl from, oh Jesus, I went sideways. Well, so this is Cowboy Girl, and driving a Honda Civic hatchback from Cupid Arrows. Cupid Arrows, a pretty much new team we haven't fought before. They're an all-female team. Yeah, quite surprising. We thought we were all facing all-male team and probably in, like, I mean, we'd probably be facing a lot of guys so far, less than females right now. But come on, at least it's an all-female team, you know? Oh, I remember their team leader drives exactly the same car as I do, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to have an exciting battle. Okay. Alright, there we go. Don't cut me off like that. I think I need to put more acceleration in this car a little bit, but who knows. Maybe I don't need to because I don't think it right now. Until 6th gear, that's when, at the end of 5th gear's end of it, we have to go about 135 miles per hour. Oh no. Ouch. That hurts. Did he just block he went to the other side. Cowboy Girl goes for trying to catch me on the other side, but got cut off by the traffic where I hit that taxi. Wow. I'm surprised that yet I'm able to save my tires. Oh, I'm sliding. Oh boy, please keep it steady. I don't think he's got enough. I don't think he's got anything on me right now. Yeah. Huh. Alright, so we got Black Mirage from Rolling Gangs. I have a feeling I'm gonna beat every Rolling Gangs in this area in this single day. The same thing with the Rolling Guys on the first day. Try to go the other way, but it fortunately got blocked. Some of a bad move, and slows him off right off the line again. With other members like that just doing this, I don't know. It seems pretty easy making my job like I'm just kind of cruising with it, you know? You don't have to at least, you know, rush things and just take it smoothly. With around this turn, you know, you shouldn't be able to catch up now. I mean, early in this game, which is on stage 2, your car will go slow generally. I mean, it will gradually get faster when you get more parts. And it doesn't really like stop there. It kind of gets more and more interesting. I could just get level 7 engine right immediately, even though like the mileage trick. And that can just like, it's actually free after you get it. You don't have to purchase it, I believe. Now, for the mileage part, this includes a level 7 engine, level 8 exhaust, and I believe a level 5 suspension. It's like pretty much everything that's going to give you is maxed. All right. Oh, sweet. Well, okay, well, I didn't mean sweet. I was gonna say sweet Hamajamas. And in the case that I barely kind of might have already hit to that thing, Texas, anything with these traffics, man. Oh man, I'm trying to confuse him. Just going left, make him right. He just followed me through. But I'm pretty sure he slowed off there in that corner. Oh man, I'm gonna slide again. Another slide off, man. No one's going to Yesu anymore. There was one wanderer, but he's not going there anymore. Huh. All right. I'm hearing a lot of Spanish people outside. I mean, I love to be honest with you, but I like to speak Spanish. But apparently, my parents wouldn't want me. Specifically, my mom. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I haven't given a clue why. Alright, so we got another rolling gang, and I believe this must be the last one before the leader. That's my guess. Because in this case, we should be able to get him out after defeating the street dancer. No, this is not even a break dancer. No. Basically, I believe this guy was completely a ridge racer. Like a mountain racer, exactly. I think that's what his bio would say. I'm gonna check it out in a few moments. Oh my lord, what are you doing to yourself, boy? Cutting me off is not good enough. Alright. Also, I don't say Spanish people, like, I always say Spanish people because that's a correct term to say that. If I say Mexican people, I would mistaken people from whoever's from Spanish or Portugal. So, that's why I say Spanish people. Alright, the leader's out. Whew, finally. It's about time. I think that's an 8.5, but I think that's an 8.6.11. The drift dancer. Well, we just had a street dancer now. We're dancing around the world, man. It's all over the places. I should just put that in an initial B-mix for this one. Dancing around the world. I wish that I don't know. Maybe I will, like, when I edit it, pretty much. Okay, well, I'll screw it up myself. There should be one more person there, but I'm not sure if that's a wonder or not. Oh shoot, he's coming. I see him, like, he's driving at 8.6 and it's blasting about 146 miles per hour. Really? Man, this is gonna be a high-speed battle. And he crashed into an obstacle, I'm pretty sure. He just did. He just completely must have murdered himself. Anyway, we're gonna save our game, and we can save it in the 3 files if we want to replay save this. Fortunately, It's only 3, not 2 or anything, or probably more than that. So anyway, so we beaten 2 team leaders. Oh boy. You know what stat comes up? We beaten 2 team leaders. It can only mean one thing. Or wait, did we really not get it? That's weird. I thought this would be exactly 2 team leaders because we defeated the Windstars. Wait, we beat Diamond Image and what was the other team? The other team's name, I can't remember. But I swear we did beat them. I know like we should be enough to defeat those guys, but I don't know why it didn't show up. That's like 2 team leaders. Unless they want me to do almost every team in this area, who knows? Who are you? Are you a wanderer? If you're not the god year, then that would be annoying. Oh boy, it's god year. Yeah, unfortunately, I do not have what I have. You know what? I can give myself a chance and try to defeat God Year, but it's tricky. But I'm not going to do it now because I have to go and defeat a certain wanderer now. With the 20 days is now on there, that means that we have to defeat him. Alright, so this wanderer, interesting. Normally I could get him out like normally day 5, but because I went back to the other side, I decided to skip him for a while. But he's a dangerous driver, used to be a dangerous driver that basically loved to race, but now that he's married and has kids, he basically is, you know, driving the best he can safely. But he's still a skilled driver. His name is White Panther. But in the case that his name technically turns out to be White Tiger. And he drives the white Toyota MR2. And I remember correctly, this is an A-class one. Alright. Oh no. Oh, I made him slip by. No, not this time. Not this. Not like this. That was disgusting. You can still catch up, maybe. Moves. He is. For a skilled driver, I know he's a safe driver, but really. In the earlier, I would mess with that MR2 because that MR2 in the early game in stage 1 can kick your ass. So technically, I mean, I didn't avoid him. It was just that I technically didn't know. Alright, so that's done. Whew, boy. So next we have, oh boy, Green Wild Child. Now, Wild Child will only race you if on the number of sevens that are multiple to sevens. And also, well, it is 21, so of course it's going to be had as 27. So, and also, he wants us to put our license plate to Naniwa. And I just have to find that Osaka Naniwa. There it is. And the reason for it being Naniwa is because his profiles, I think if I'm going to say whatever I know from this guy used to race back in likely Tokyo. Any racers that he fought before was from Naniwa, really beat him so badly they made fun of him. In this case, after this experiencing that kind of trauma, he decides to go out like a rampaging green wild child. Yup. And it gets very erratic. Now he doesn't want to race anyone but any racers with a 90-watt driver license. Wow. Alright then. Alright, so let's get him out right now. He will be the first one we actually get to challenge, not Mosquito Lemon, because I don't want to face Mosquito Lemon. We all know that I would get wrecked. Alright, and here he is. Wild Child, and ironically he drives a Toyota MRS. And in this car would have about 205 horsepower. Interesting. Yeah, what's going on? I think that this is going to be a disappointing race. You know, I might split this part into two parts because like it's gonna be really a long part, and I don't want this to be like alright. Okay. Ramming the walls, like wall grinding it. Alright. Fortunately, that's the end of him, so we won't be able to at least see him in action.